one more thing to point out about the footage is that there is a couple different ways you can watch the content or project the content. So we're working in monoscopic. So no stereo is what they mean by monoscopic. Once we get into stereo footage, you'll be able to use left view and right view and the anaglyph modes, which are like 3D modes, to see it. So if you're working with monoscopic footage, just keep it on no stereo. We'll go through the different projection modes in the future videos. So once your clip is together, you might want to trim it. Stitching footage, especially when it's high frame rate or high resolution, every frame can sometimes be kind of a significant time investment as far as how long it takes to render. So you don't often want to render out entire clips. You often only want to render out a portion of those. So in this case, let's just render out, I think this whole clip is about 20 seconds. Let's render out just 10 seconds worth. So if I go to this timeline views, I can actually just type in a time code number. So let's hit 10 and then 00, then I'll hit enter. And then I can use this bracket or use the I button to set an end point. And then let's just go 5 seconds forward. I'll hit enter again and then hit the out button. And so now we have our in and out. And so when we render, it's just going to render these frames. Another helpful tip is you can hit this button to go to the end, and you can hit this button to go to the end point, and then standard playheads. You play forwards, you can play backwards, you can move by a frame, you can go to the very start or the very end of a clip. This is for navigating keyframes. So all of these elements can be keyframed. So if you have, for example, if you need, and often what happens is like you might need to animate this edge point, like maybe somebody's walking across the seam line here. And so for example, if you click on that, you can right click on, say, a position, and you can add a keyframe, and we can see a little keyframe there. And then if we go forward, these are blue because they are basically indicating that there is a keyframe associated. And so then I can, say like move this. And then as we play it back, you can see that the edge point is animating. So that's kind of a useful feature. And then if you want to delete keyframes, you can just right click and remove keyframes from everything. And then remove animation just deletes all keyframes. I hope you're enjoying this preview of my cinematic 360 video post-production class. You can get this tutorial and 5 complete chapters for free by signing up at learn.voyeur.com. The full class includes 10 hours of content covering stereoscopic, 360 video, 180 VR, and more. It's now available at learn.voyeur.com, so go ahead and check it out.